kidding me? This is stupid.
I recently found a lake that, well, it's just utterly insane. Here we are, Orchid Lakes. Water's looking very cool. I'm a little bit late, as per usual. Ready to go catch 57 fish in 12 hours?
Maybe just 50.
Okay. This was back in early March, a time when usually my carp rods are gathering dust, but my father-in-law Hugh and I had been given a chance to recce a brand new lake, and it had me intrigued. Smooth. On some lakes, that would be it. You mess up, you go home on a blank, but not this place. In fact, for the first time in my life, I was at a lake where the bites just kept coming, relentlessly. It didn't seem to matter where you cast, what bait you were using. You'd get a run a few minutes after chucking your rod in, and the average size was really good. There was just one problem, and that's that every time you hooked into something bigger... Oh, no, no, no!
I've got a soft mouse.
Yeah, I just kept losing them, and I was going to have to wait until the next session to find out what really lived in there. Back at home, I'd got a lot of work to get through. I'd gone quite heavy on the filming earlier this year, and there was a ton of editing to do. I don't mind it, it's part of the job, but what didn't help was waiting for my van to get fixed. The cavalry has arrived. The garage is just called, and the van is in a really bad way. The cam belt has snapped, a particularly expensive problem, and meant for a good few weeks I was going to be marooned at home. It just meant that I was really excited for my next trip to Orchid. I'd invited my family to this one, as it's rare that we get to the social, and I was desperate to try and trip up one of the older carp that I suspected was still in the lake. But after getting it back only a few days before, disaster struck, as my van broke down once again. It's dead again. Engine seized, won't start, having to, well, I've just called RAC, they're coming to recover me to a garage, and I could really do without this, I've had enough. I'd spent all my savings and borrowed money to get it fixed previously, so in the moment, this felt like the end of the world. Going to the social the following day felt like the last thing I wanted to do, but with some encouragement from my wife, I rented another van, and I was on my way.
Oh, 5 a.m. wake-ups. It's been a while. Had to stop and get some breakfast. Just spilled coffee all over myself. Hey, all. Morning.
You alright?
Tired, you?
Oh, so tired.
Well, we're all loaded up. Got one empty van, one brother, and 500 million fish to go and catch. I think it's 250. Still a lot. Welcome to paradise, Jack.
Yes, done it.
This place is mad. With my dad joining the four of us later that week, we drew straws to decide on who would get to pick the first swim.
Which one's the best one?
Great. I've been put on the bad peg, on the rubbish one. Let's see how it is. I didn't really mind. I knew I was going to get into some fish over the next few days. That is, if I could actually get my bank sticks in straight. As we all know, that makes a huge difference. That went really well, Jack. Fail. And once they were in, it wasn't long at all before the first fish was being reeled in. Had to be you to kick it off, didn't it?
Of course. I was missing out last time, so...
There he goes. See you, mate. But the thing is, a lot of these fish have never been caught before, so they give absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Just like we hoped, the lake was still fishing its butt off. A really good sign of what was hopefully to come. See ya. That's two of us off the mark. Whee! I mean, we hadn't even finished setting up, and there's already been two fish on the bank. That's what this place is capable of. I've never experienced anything like it. I've been to Ron's Waters when I first got into fishing, but this, I don't know how to describe it other than the fact that I think I've got myself so wrapped up in fishing rock-hard lakes for very specific fish over the last couple of months that I kind of forgot that fishing's meant to be fun. You're meant to have a good time. That's what all of this is about, and that's what this lake's like. You just can't help but enjoy it. Look, Ron's just jumped where it's just been caught from.
Oh, man. Dad's gonna...
Father-son brace.
Right.
So sick.
That was crazy. I had a double take. I lost the first one, but this one, you come through.
Well done, Jack.
Now it's just you.
Just me to go now. Oh my gosh, what is this? It's such an angry little thing. It's just going. That looks like a tench.
Really?
It's a big tench. I literally picked up the rod and felt it and was like, that's a little tinker. Just saying small thing, not actual tench. That's a big tench. A complete surprise. You didn't even know there were any of these in here. It's an old warrior as well who survived the catfish that used to live in here. That is so cool. Can't wait to see what other surprises this lake has in store, because epic. I was a little bit confused as to how, but I'd not managed to catch a carp yet. The others had quite a few by now, each somehow prettier than the last, but down my end of the lake, all had gone quiet. Just trying to get it really in there. Seems to genuinely make quite a big difference. I think the bank's quite undercut on the far side. It would be a lot easier if I just went and borrowed a bait boat, but I kind of want to cast them myself. Can you do it like a normal human?
You wanted it done artistically, didn't you?
I just said turn the light switch on.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, great, perfect, good job. Well done. Oh, so close. Nice. I don't know what I was going to say then. Nice. I'm a flipping multi-species angler today. I mean, I've ticked off 2 species. It's more than you guys can say. Kind of gone a bit zombie mode this morning. I've not really had a lot of energy to do anything. I did do a lap with Jack to put some bait in, but as far as the fishing or the rods, I don't know, just been doing nothing really. But oh, Jack's in. What have you got?
Green.
Hey, welcome to the club. But these guys are doing great, evidently. So my plan for today is to leapfrog over them and go and do some fishing in the stalking area. So this is something called a centre pin reel, and I'm no expert, so I'm not going to give you a history lesson of what it is, why it was invented, but I believe it was one of the first kinds of reels that kind of came to the market. There's no clutch, there's no drag. Your thumb is what is going to slow down a fish if you start fighting one. So you're in direct contact with the carp, and I've always wanted to try and catch a carp on one, so that's what we're going to try and do. Oh my gosh, I got one on. I got one on, I got one on, I got one on, I got one on. That was crazy. That was really cool. Oh my gosh, it's another tench. It's another tench. I'm just a multi-species master. Why can't I catch carp? I'm not disappointed, genuinely, that's epic, but it's so weird. Well, at the start of this session, I told you guys that I was going to go and catch a load of beautiful tench. This would be really impressive. It's not bad, it's all good, but I'm just confused. See you later, mate.
This is a small mirror.
You seen it already? Are you just guessing?
No, by the fight.
You can dictate the scale pattern.
Of course I can. It's one of them linear. They have more of a thrust vector. Beautiful. Half lin then. Okay.
Got it slightly wrong.
Only slightly right.
I'd love to try and tell you that I was really gutted that I'd not caught one of the big carp yet, or that I'd got some elaborate plan to try and find one, but honestly, I was just loving life. And I don't know about you, but it's usually the second that you let go that something really crazy happens.
You've had the pet. Jeez!
Oh, yeah, it's basted.
Oh my gosh, indigestion, the clock.
That's a bigger fish. That is a much bigger fish. Okay. This is bigger. This is a lot bigger. Okay, this is one I'll be actually really worried if it comes off. It's going straight for the snags as well. This is an older fish. This one's been caught before and knows what to do. Okay, she's coming now. She's coming now. Okay, this is where I lost the last one. Yeah, there we go. Last two big fish, I've lost them at about that point. I get them right in, and then they just bolt like crazy, and I've just lost 3/4 of what I just gained. It's a cat! It's a cat! It's a cat! It's a catfish! It's on a pineapple pop-up. Why are they? Why? Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Yeah, baby.
Get the tail in, get the tail in. Yes!
Come on, Tom.
You can't write this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Steve's in, Steve's in, Steve's in.
Just holding its ground.
That's bigger.
Feels it.
This could be a PB for Steve now. What the heck is that's a cat?
That's a cat.
That's got to be a cat. What the hell?
That's either a cat or a 30-pound carp.
Yeah. Steve the car! Steve the car! That's a PB. That's a PB.
Yes! Oh yeah, it's going to be 19.7.
Knowing my luck.
You stop with the guesstimations.
It's not 20.
19.5.
Are you serious?
No, it's 19. It is 19.7.
What did you say?
Have a look, Tom.
No.
A junior.
No. It is as well. It's 19.7.
Did you call it?
I called it. Yeah.
Well, that was about the maddest 20 minutes of my life. I caught a catfish. Steve hooked into something that we thought was a catfish. It fought like a cat, and it happened to be a PB. Yeah, you've got lots of words, I could tell. By this point, I was actually just baffled as to how I'd not managed to catch a carp yet. They were practically crawling up the lines of the others, but my swim was dead. We stayed up late that night as the guys just kept catching. Jack even had himself a beast of a catfish, but eventually I realised it just wasn't happening for me, and it was time to call it a night. What's this? One last one before bed, yeah?
Yeah, I ain't putting this one back out.
Good night.
Good night.
Sleep well.
Until the big carp comes.
It might already be here. It's so warm today, and the carp are enjoying it too. They're all basking. They're actually in the shade. They're trying to get away from the sun. I'm about to go and track them down, see if they might take a little bit of bread off the top. There's one right down there. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see. They did not like that. They're all spooked out almost immediately. So many fish down here. This is where Hugh's swim is. This is his water, I suppose, where he's been fishing. There's one. Let's see if he'll take something. That was an awful throw. Let's try that again. That was an awful throw again. Let's try again. That was better. If that drifts where I wanted to, that could be good. Nope, spooked. Yeah, they don't like it. They really don't like it. Judging by the weather forecast, it is set to be a scorcher today, as we say in England. And for the fishing, I don't think that's great. For us, feels like we're on holiday, loving it, getting a tan. But we've definitely seen a pattern when we've been uploading our catch reports to the Swimbooker app. The app kind of gives you a lot of information. All you've got to do is add a picture if you want to, select which lake you were fishing and then what time you caught, and then the app does the rest at kind of bringing together all of the weather conditions. It gives you all the information you need to then see a pattern emerging, and we've definitely noticed that between the hours of 9 AM and 5 PM, the lake's been dead. One or two maybe slip up, but an hour before and an hour after the sun sets, it goes mental. It means that we know where to spend our energy now. Like for the rest of today, honestly, just kind of kick back, relax. Okay, let's go in like that. Stalking time. The sun's starting to go down a little bit, it's cooling off. I'm just gonna put a handful of this down here. Really don't want to fish over a lot of bait at all.
That's the new school way of fishing, and then time to put out the old school way of fishing. These things are so weird. Yeah. Oh, what the? Yeah, there's the carp. There's the carp I've been after. Oh my, it's just beasting me. It's beasting me. There we go, I've turned it. Nope, not for very long. I know I'm playing this on light tackle, but that does not feel bad.
I'm not sure how, but my first carp of the trip was one of Orchid's old originals. There was still one more fish I really needed to catch, which I'll explain later, but in this moment, I was overjoyed.
I love it when a plan comes together. This is a very special carp, one of the originals, proper old, battered warrior, actually. And I love it. This place is wicked.
Yeah, love you too.
The last few days had been great, but there was still something missing. Or should I say, someone missing.
Hey,
What are you got in there?
Stephen's food, my food, and your food, and somebody's food.
So that's my dad dropped off now as well. Now that I've had my centre pin dream kind of fulfilled, I'd like to get a brace shot. The fish in each of our hands, all lifting it for the camera at the same time. Something to go on the wall and stay there for the rest of my life. And if there was ever a lake for it to become a reality, this is it.
And so we went into our final night at Orchid Club Lake. Rods in place, ready for the early hours, when first up was my dad, who's quite new to carp fishing, but with a tiny bit of help, managed the first fish of the new day. Jack was predictably next, as the luckiest angler alive, and then it all kicked off. We got to the stage where we were picking between fish to decide which ones would make it to the photo, and speaking of which, I've been fortunate enough to fish some incredible places and have some really big adventures, but when it comes down to it, if you ask me to design the perfect fishing trip, well,
My back's giving out, I've lifted too many fish.
it would look a lot like this.